board and the administration is present, except for Louise Chief Larry White, our city engineer Tom Ayers, our chief legal official Jason Mann, and our service director Kevin Dunn. No one's recording the meeting, so the meeting is recorded. Under legislation proposed, we have legislation 12-27-01, in order to reappropriate the expenses of the city of East Point, State of Ohio for the period between January 1st, 2022 and December 31st, 2020, and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. The anticipated expenses for snow plowing in terms of wages are more in 2022 than they were in 2021. Anything's possible. It could be that it hit like a weekend like it did this year, and it's paying the holiday and the weekend rate. I'm not exactly sure why, but the snow plowing cost for us is $10,000. So I'm asking that you approve an additional $10,000 in snow plowing expenses.
Any questions for the finance director? All right, seeing none, we'll move on to legislation number 12-27-02, resolution authorizing the director of finance to advance funds with said funds to be advanced from fund number 101 general fund in the amount as listed into fund number 212 stormwater management, as well as fund number 204 SLRF, and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Both of these funds are such that we pay the expenses first when we wait for reimbursement. The stormwater fund, at this point in time, I'm asking that you allow us to advance $100,000. I don't know if we're going to get that by the end of the year. That we ask for. So if it doesn't come at the end of the year, I'm going to need that to cover the funds so that we're not in the negative. And if it comes at the end of the year, then I shouldn't need it, but I'm just waiting for that check to come in from the county. As for 204 of the $1 million, that's the Captain Stadium, and that's approximately a $3.6 million improvement, of which to date we have written checks for approximately $250,000, which, if this project has to be done before baseball starts, means approximately $1 million each month that we will have to take and wait for the county to reimburse us. So I'm asking that we have that flexibility. I'm hoping, because we've advanced it $500,000, I'm hoping that $1 million plus $500,000 will be enough to wait for the county check and to keep that money flowing in terms of as those bills come in, and they will start coming in pretty quick, I'm sure.
Any questions for the finance director?
I did talk to Mike Magus today when I was at the county, so he says we should be in line on big flowing.
Very good. All right, we'll move on to legislation number 12-27-03, resolution authorizing the director of the mayor and director of finance to accept a donation on behalf of the city from Walmart Incorporated for the city community Christmas and declaring emergency.
Donation from Walmart that was given to the police department for the Christmas.
Yes.
How much was that donation?
I was going to say maybe 3, 5.
Yeah.
3, 5,000. 3,000, 5,000. Okay. Right in there. Okay.
Any questions? None, will move on to legislation number 12-27-04, resolution authorizing the mayor and director of finance to accept and to enter into a contract for the receipt of Lake County Senior Levy Fund and declare an emergency.
Thank you. Every year we get money from the county from the senior levy funds. We've received the exact same amount this year as we received last year. It is $89,500. Even though our costs are going up, that's what we received. But we are fortunate that this year they gave us an additional $50,000 to be used for anything not payroll related, for things that might relate to senior levy funds. So we received $89,500 for normal operations and an additional $50,000 for anything that corresponds to their definition of senior levy.
Any questions? Seeing none, we'll move on to legislation number 12-27-05, resolution authorizing the director of the mayor and director of finance to enter into a lease agreement between the city of East and the Lake County YMCA for use of the Houston Fisher Pool and surrounding ground facility and surrounding grounds and sub-property to be used by the YMCA to provide aquatic recreational program in the city of East swimming pool and declare an emergency.
As you recall, the specified the donation of $25,000 a year to cover some of the costs. This newest contract is $50,000 last year, we were at $35,000. They went over costs. It's more than that they're negative, for us to cover the cost of running the school. Also, I know there's a question about surrounding grounds. They handle the pavilion. Obviously, we cut the grass and other areas. I want to answer your question on those two questions.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if it was specific to the pavilion or if they were taking care of the rest.
No, they just take care of the pavilion. So so we bumped up. Caroline and I talked about somebody that were around before. Obviously, when we shut the pool down, when I was on council, the cost of running the pool from the city back then was almost $100,000, and that is 18 years later. So obviously, $50,000 was bargain for them to continue to run the pool for us. So we look forward to our working relationship.
And they had their own electric.
Yeah. Is Beth and Tim still providing that?
That's about a couple years ago. That's when we started bumping up our.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay. Now we'll move on to legislation 12-27-06. Resolution authorizing directing the mayor and director of finance to accept a grant on behalf of the city in a total amount of $128,500 for Whittier Community's Coastal Resiliency Grant and Credit Union.
CT applied for a grant for the Garrett Cove area, so we're going to be working with CT and the water and looking at some stuff over by the corporation creek and things back there.
Any questions for that?
And there's no match from us.
Okay. All right. We'll move on to legislation number 12-27-07. Resolution authorizing directing the mayor and director of finance to enter into a contract with CT Consultants for the Surfside Park Public Equipment Facility for the design, bidding, construction, and administration services for a total of $670,730 and declaring the rate.
Last meeting, as you know, we passed to purchase equipment. This is the FCT starting the bid process and construction part of it, see what we have to do to get there. So that would be $670,000. Obviously, that's not money up front right now, but that's the money that we're going to need as we move forward. We've talked about possibly talking to anything about taking the loan out to about July, because by the time frame is, if the park won't be ready in 23, probably sometime in 24. Everything goes as planned.
Any questions for that? Finally, we have legislation number 12-27-08, an ordinance amending chapter 145.13 accessory buildings and uses, garage, and parking facilities, codified ordinances of the city of Hinckley to include section G and read this section 30 minutes.
Yeah, the chicken coop, I remember we used blue, I think the screen that could probably be a little bit better than ours. And I talked with Mr. Min to try to modify this to make him happy. And so we're going to
Any questions for that? Anything else? The council, the whole committee is adjourned at 7:09. Regular council meeting is 7/27/2022.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please call roll.
Here.
Here.
Here. Is there a motion to approve the agenda for the regular council meeting of December 27, 2022?
Move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Please call roll.
Yes.
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 Yes, motion is carried, the agenda is approved. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the regular council meeting of December 13, 2022?
Move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call roll?
Mr. Cotton?
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Yes, the motion carried, the minutes are approved. A motion to approve the minutes of the special council meeting December 15, 2022. Is there a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Yes.
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 Yes, the motion is carried, the minutes are approved. Our next scheduled council of the whole committee meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, January 10th, 2023, at 7 p.m. with regular council meeting immediately following the adjournment of the council of the whole committee meeting. We'll move on to committee reports. And Mr. Sutter.
Yeah, December 15th, we had a Port Authority meeting, some major takeaways from that meeting. The chairman's report, there was a steering committee held, meeting held that same day going over the, Chagrin Connect Trailway. It's the conceptual, trail program that runs from just 90 months where it's actually to the lake. Again, that's all just really developing conceptual. From the treasurer's report, Nick Lower was going to have a spreadsheet offering a snapshot of the last 2 years of the fourth budget. He'll have that available at the next meeting, so if anyone would like to see that, let me know. I'll forward that on to you. We welcome the Chagrin River sign needs repair or replace. So they take that down. They're assessing what needs to be done. I also put them in touch with Mr. Urchel and MCI to get this project so we can help them with. The red navigational light at the mouth of the river wasn't working properly, so we also took that down and rebuilt that. I informed the court that we didn't qualify for the grant we were looking for getting the light preserver stations, but I also shared with them the information Councilor Smith gave for the individual who spearheaded the program in North Coast Harbor and suggested that this was probably a good program right for them to take on. Also, Ron Graham is being offered the position for the legal counsel, and the next meeting is January 19th.
Any questions for Council Sutter? Sure.
Well, who reviewed that, taking on that project?
Very little at this point, but I'll be following back up with them.
Any other questions? Thank you, Mr. Sutter. Commissioner, I believe we had a PPC meeting.
Yes, on December 20th, we, have our meeting. It was short, we just finalized our last, event for the year. And, the committee voted on Lake for Leverage for the holiday Lake business contest. And, they're presenting the work tomorrow at noon, and that would be known to everyone.
Okay.
That was short and sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, are there any questions for Council Schmidt? All right. Seeing none, move on to recognition of public. All right. Will the clerk please read legislation number 12-27-01?
In ordinance to reappropriate city expenses of the city of East Lake, state of Ohio, for the period beginning January 1st, 2022, and ending December 31st, 2022, and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate readings of reading?
So,
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Semick?
yes.
Ms. Schmidt? Mr. Kaczynski? Mr. Pop?
Yes.
Ms. Kraniak?
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Is there a second? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Semick?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Kaczynski?
Yes.
Mr. Pop?
Yes.
Ms. Kraniak?
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 12-27-02?
A resolution authorizing the Director of Finance to advance funds with said funds to be advanced from Fund 101 General Fund in the amount as listed into Fund 212 Stormwater Management as well as Fund 204 SLFRF and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate readings of reading?
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Semick?
Yes.
Mr. Kaczynski?
Yes.
Mr. Pop?
Yes.
Ms. Kraniak?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Is there a second? Will the clerk please call the roll? reading of the reading. So, a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Casino?
Yes.
Mr. Cotton?
Yes.
Ms. Kranek?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Oshie?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt? Move to adopt. Is there a second? Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Casino? Mr. Cotton?
Yes.
Ms. Kranek?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Oshie?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 12-27-05?
A resolution authorizing and directing the mayor and director of finance to enter into a lease agreement between the city of East Lake and the Lake County YMCA for use of the Houston Fisher Pool facility and surrounding grounds. The said property to be used by the YMCA to provide athletic and recreational programming at the city of East Lake swimming pool and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate reading of the reading? Second? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Cotton?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Casino?
Yes.
Ms. Kranek?
Yes.
Mr. Oshie?
Yes.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Cotton?
Yes.
Ms. Kranek?
Yes.
Mr. Casino?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Oshie?
Yes.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 12-27-06?
A resolution authorizing and directing the mayor and director of finance to accept a grant on behalf of the city of East Lake in the total amount of $128,500 for the Lake Erie Community and Coastal Resiliency Grant and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate reading of the reading?
So.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Casino?
Yes.
Mr. Oshie?
Yes.
Mr. Cotton?
Yes.
Ms. Kranek?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt? I move to adopt. Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Casino?
Yes.
Mr. Oshie?
Yes.
Mr. Cotton?
Yes.
Ms. Kranek?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 12-27-07?
A resolution authorizing and directing the mayor and director of finance to enter into a contract with BT Consultants for the certified park toilet for a park equipment facility for the design, bidding, construction, and administration services for a total of $670,730 and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate reading of the reading? Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Cotton?
Yes.
Mr. Oshie?
Yes.
Mr. Casino?
Yes.
Ms. Kranek?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Cotton?
Yes.
Mr. Oshie?
Yes.
Mr. Casino?
Yes.
Ms. Kranek?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 12-27-08?
An ordinance amending chapter 1145.13, accessory buildings and uses, garages and parking facilities, of the codified ordinances of the city of East Lake to include section G and read as such and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate reading and reading only? Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Cotton?
Yes.
Ms. Kranek?
Yes.
Mr. Casino?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Oshie?
Yes.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Cotton?
Yes.
Ms. Kranek?
Yes.
Mr. Casino?
Yes.
Ms. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Oshie?
Yes.
Mr. Sonic?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes, the motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. We don't have any legislation pending, we don't have any unfinished business, we don't have any legal. Move on to our administrative reports, first report is from our Safety Director, Dennis Moore.
Well, thank you, Mr. President, and hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. And looking forward to the New Year 2023. I only have a couple things to report today. First, I'd like to thank the service department for the job they did during this horrendous storm over the weekend. They did get to spend some time with their families on Christmas, but the majority of the weekend they were here. Also, our police and fire is out there every day using weather, so. Didn't really have too many issues with, trees or anything. Had a couple trees down, we have a tree that they're gonna take down tomorrow. Talked to Kevin today, just as I told the council president, Senator Serino would like to come to the January 10th meeting. Now with the mapping changes, he is going to be our senator, so he will be here on the 10th. Give us update on some of the stuff that's been doing in the state. That concludes my report. Open for questions. Again, hope you all have a very happy New Year.
Any questions on that? All right, seeing none, move on to our fire chief, President.
Thank you, Mr. President. I also hope you had a good Christmas. The store was kind of tough. I think on every department, I know that we had about 60 or 65 runs over that weekend. Some were actually pretty serious stuff. I think it sounds rhetorical, or I repeat myself a lot when we come to these meetings, like we have major, especially when natural disasters are looming or we have storms. It's the time for people to prepare for those things. I feel like that sometimes people kind of underestimate the things that they may need. And that 24, 48-hour window after the storm starts really becomes very important, whether it's having a place to go if they lose power or if they need water in their house, different things along those lines. Today and yesterday, we spent a tremendous amount of time on pipes that are bursting. And we've had a lot of residents where there's been serious damage to their homes where they can't even live in their homes at that point. And not that you can predict those kind of things, but those are the things that you should be looking carefully, knowing where your shutoff is for your water. Every time that we get involved with the fire side, it's because people don't know where the shutoffs are. So again, I always just cautiously approach to tell people that there's a lot of things that they can be doing for themselves on the front end of these things. We'll come about the best we can. At the end of the day, there's a lot of self-reliance for them. So I know that everybody was very busy. We still have a lot of work to do. I know this weekend is favorable for that river. If we get a lot of rain and a lot of that warm up coming quickly, we can have some ice jams, so we're preparing for that type of thing. I always conclude by saying this, because I've been in this role for almost 15 years. Again, I appreciate not only what the administration has done, but what you guys have done to get us through another good year. The city has really turned itself around the last few years, and being on top, to the point where I saw some of the things that I wasn't looking forward to in a year. And the last few years have been really nice to be looking forward to the things that we're doing collectively, not only from the administrative level, but the elected perspective. We got a lot of cool projects coming up again this year with business coming in. So again, I appreciate all the work that the workers do. That what you guys do, I think I appreciate the fact what you guys do, the mayor, as far as keeping the city on the rails. And so I think we should always be proud of ourselves to get to this point. We had a good year in 2023. Looks to be just as good. So I appreciate everything you guys do. Again, I hope we have a good year together, and we'll be questions.
Any questions for Chief? Seeing none, thank you, Chief. Move on to our finance director, Carolyn Chanel.
Thank you. This time of year, we do a lot of reports for the grants in terms of making sure we get reimbursed for everything that's out there. In terms of all our grants, basically are reimbursable. So, we're sitting here now waiting for the money to come in on the grants and the fact that we spend the money. We do it during the year, but this time of year, we're hoping it comes in sooner than later. So we close here with money in it. We're going to budget. That's about it. New year.
Any questions for the finance director? Seeing none, we'll move on to our law director.
Thank you, Mr. President. You know that you approved our consent to the assignment of the two teams. The mayor, as soon as they discovered that there was potentially some grant money coming from fast revenue, the mayor of Carolina really got on top of it. So we got a commitment today, hopefully we sign tomorrow, from the outcome team, and Peter indicated that should that come through, and if it's coming or not, whatever portion we're entitled to, we'll get for that, and that's for that code. So other than that, any questions for all? All right, seeing none, anybody else need us? All right, we move adjourned at 7:27 p.m.